Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mike.
It's Jasmina.
It's Jen.
This is a really weird story. So the wife gave birth in Zimbabwe, and the husband wasn't there, but when he rushed home, he heard his wife was in labor and saw that his wife apparently gave birth to a frog.
It was like a dead frog or something, basically. But then, if you're 8 months pregnant, you would expect yourself to have a pretty big stomach or a pretty big tummy, right?
Right?
Yeah. So how does it just
turn into a frog?
Tiny little frog come out?
Well,
I sense something suspicious.
right. This is a crazy story. The child is a frog-like creature, so they burned it.
Mm-hmm.
So they burned the frog, but that's a frog. I mean, it looks like a frog. I mean, I don't know what the frog is sitting. It looks like notebook paper.
It's just paper.
That's tiny. That's a tiny frog. Let's clear something up. She did not give birth to a little frog.
No.
I don't think.
I think maybe what could have happened was one little frog cannot make a woman's stomach so big. So maybe someone stole the baby.
Unless the frog ate a lot of
Oh,
flies.
someone stole the baby.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I
look
don't
at this.
know.
It's a tiny, tiny
Like
little
literally,
frog.
it's just like this big.
Well, okay. I mean, there are a lot of suspicions. Like some say, okay, maybe someone swapped the baby. Some say maybe she had a miscarriage.
I know in Zimbabwe, there's a lot of people, they practice like voodoo.
Yeah.
So if you have this kind of omen that you'll get like a frog, then they'll think your family's like cursed.
Yeah.
So I think the father, when he saw that happen, he probably thought that the heavens cursed him.
Yeah, I feel like people in Zimbabwe will actually think that they're cursed. Whereas if it was America, no one would believe that
Yeah,
you gave
they would
birth to
just
a
be
frog.
like, something happened here.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, okay, 8 months pregnant. I'm not, I don't know much about anatomy and childbirth, but it takes 9 months, right? Typically. So I think what they're trying to convince people of is that, okay, it's only 8 months. It's a little premature. That's why this thing came out really small. And it was, but look at this tiny.
Babies,
There's no way that thing came out.
it would have at least been like 5 pounds or
Really?
4 pounds. I think so.
How heavy is a baby?
Well, it depends. It can be between 8 and 13 pounds.
Pounds?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought 8 was like heavy already.
Like, it's already heavy. I read like a thing where the most heavy babies are concentrated in like Japan and they're 13 pounds.
Okay, so babies are big, even at 8 months. So they should be
Yeah.
at a certain size.
Yeah, they
So
should.
we're concluding that she did not give birth to something so tiny. Because that frog is literally the size of like a 3 of your fingers. And poor frog, be the sacrificial frog in this whole scheme of things. Like, but is there like I don't know about that culture. I don't know if people steal babies and sell them. I mean, that happens all around the world. That seems like the more realistic thing, unless you really believe that she gave birth to a frog.
Unless the frog was like bloated in her stomach.
What if
An
what
expanded frog, and then it deflated and came
That's
out.
disgusting.
I know.
what,
Alright, so
what if let me throw this out there. What if she faked her pregnancy? What if she was like I don't know about the personal. I'm just throwing this out there because I'm trying to we'll throw any explanations out there. What if she was like in a marriage where she had to give birth and she knows she couldn't, and then she faked it by stuffing a pillow there, and then when the time came she's like, I gave birth to a frog, and then
She still went to the doctors. Unless the doctors were
doctor's
like,
on it in it with her. And then she's like, I give birth to a frog, and then the husband will be like, okay, well, you should never give birth again because we don't want something else weird coming out of you. Or they're engaged, and then he won't set a date. I'm just throwing things out there. I have no idea.
I can't come up with an explanation.
I mean, it could be one of these things, but yeah, most likely the baby was stolen. But 8 months giving birth, 8 months, that's probably dangerous, right? That's probably not like the safest thing. So the baby's health is probably not like the best. I don't know. So, I mean, I don't know if it's a healthy baby. She could have given birth to a really healthy baby at this point. So I don't know if they would have just stole the baby. So I'm actually going to lean towards something happened to the baby. Maybe it died, unfortunately, or, it was too premature. And then this is somehow the explanation. And according to the story, the husband believed it.
I don't feel like that would be any better though. Like telling them there was a frog.
Well, I mean, it
versus
depends on the
telling them their
culture, I
baby
guess.
died.
If the culture is like, what's worse, having your baby die or giving birth to a creature? I don't know. So this is a really crazy story. I have no idea. I mean, what exactly happened here, but I hope she didn't give birth to a frog, because that would mean she's like
that's
Part
like
frog.
possessed or something.
That's kind of crazy. That'd be the craziest thing ever. Anyway, let us know what you guys think about this story. What do you think about this whole thing? Did she give birth to a frog? Did something happen to the baby? Let us know your theories in the comments. Thanks for watching.
Bye.